Mergers and acquisitions are common in today's business world. While most deals don't cause problems, some can hurt competition significantly. The Competition Bureau works to protect competition. If we have concerns about a merger, we can take action. We can come to a voluntary agreement with the parties to resolve them. We can also go to court to challenge part or all of a merger. We can apply to the court to get a temporary order to stop the transaction from proceeding while we complete our review or a court proceeding plays out. The story you are about to hear is a fictional example of our work to ensure mergers and acquisitions don't substantially harm competition. These are not the real names of any of the companies involved. Northern Fuels operates about 4,000 retail gas stations across Canada, the United States, and the Caribbean. The company announces plans to acquire dozens of gas stations from GasStop. GasStop is a Canadian company. It began many years ago with a single service station and has since grown to hundreds of sites across Canada. A lot of the GasStop stations that Northern Fuels wants to buy are in small towns in Ontario and Manitoba. The Competition Bureau reviews the proposed acquisition. While we keep a sharp eye on such transactions, not all mergers and acquisitions follow the same process. Some deals that exceed certain financial thresholds must be notified to the Competition Bureau before they close. So, do your due diligence before a merger or acquisition to determine whether you have compliance obligations and need to notify us of your deal. Take a look at the bonus resources in this module to learn more about the differences between notifiable and non-notifiable transactions. Failing to notify the Competition Bureau of your transaction can be a criminal offense that could lead to a fine. Even if a deal isn't notifiable, we can review and challenge any merger or acquisition that is likely to substantially lessen or prevent competition, no matter how big or small the deal, no matter how big or small your business. So, how can you reduce your risks? Develop and implement a compliance program for your business. Credible and effective compliance programs don't have to cost a lot of money. Even simple steps can ensure that your compliance program runs effectively. Here are just a few key tips to keep in mind. Assess your competition risks. Train and educate your staff on the law and your compliance program. For example, if you're looking to sell your business, make sure your key people understand competition law so they don't ignore any risks associated with a potential deal. Get outside help if necessary. Keep your compliance program up to date so that it stays effective. On top of knowing the law and your compliance obligations, there are other benefits to having a credible and effective compliance program. Here are just a few examples. First, if you want to sell your business, potential buyers may look into your organization's compliance history. A compliance program demonstrates that you take compliance seriously. Second, your business can be impacted by a merger. For example, you could face higher costs if two of your biggest suppliers merge. Knowing the law can help you to share feedback with us about the potential harm that could result from a merger. If you have comments or concerns about a merger, call us directly or go to our website and fill out an online form. Throughout its review of the merger between Northern Fuels and GasStop, the Competition Bureau talks to a lot of people, including small business owners. Ultimately, we conclude the merger is likely to harm competition. We then reach an agreement with Northern Fuels to make sure that individuals and businesses in these towns continue to benefit from competition at the pumps. As part of the agreement, Northern Fuels must sell gas stations or exclusive supply agreements that it buys from GasStop in 6 markets. The agreement is designed to preserve healthy competition in those markets. So, whether your business is involved in a merger or affected by one, make sure you know the law. Everyone wins when we keep it competitive.